Hi everybody, it's Alan Mendelson and I'm starting my 2022 tax tips. I'll be reporting on these tax tips right through April 15th. I hope they'll help you prepare your taxes for 2021 and also to help you next year when you prepare your taxes for 2022. I also want to advise you that if you need tax help, go to my friends at Legal Tax Defense. Their phone number is in the description under this video. You'll be able to get help from them and a free consultation. But let's talk about some of the good news first, and that is some of the tax tips for 2022 that will put more money in your pocket. The number one tax tip I have for you is keep track of your mileage when you're in the car, driving for business, driving for medical care, or driving to help out charities, including making charitable contributions and donations, like when you lug household goods to a charity drop-off point. Let's say you're bringing old dishes and old clothing to Goodwill. Not only do you get a deduction for your contribution, but you can get a deduction for your mileage in your car. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. Let's start with the new deductible rates for mileage for 2022. First, for business, it goes up to 58.5 cents per mile. That's a lot of money. If you're driving for work, let's say to visit a client, or if you're driving from one job to another, and a lot of us during the pandemic have had two jobs, it's okay to deduct your mileage driving from one job to another. It's 58.5 cents per mile. That's a great business deduction. Don't miss that. That could put a lot of money in your pocket, especially if you file a Schedule C. You also have the opportunity to, instead of deducting a mileage rate, keeping track of your actual expenses. Tolls, parking, they're in addition to the mileage rate. So keep track of your miles and keep track of tolls and parking receipts. Have an envelope in your car. Also, the IRS wants you to have a logbook on your trips. That means have a notebook in your car. You write down your starting mileage, your ending mileage, and then just figure out the actual miles and note where you drove to. Did you go to meet a client? Did you go for a job interview? Did you go from one business to another business? Did you go from one job to another job? Note it, write it down. It's money in your pocket. Again, it's 58.5 cents per mile. That's up 2.5 cents from the mileage deduction in 2021. Medical expenses. You're allowed to deduct the cost of driving to doctors, the cost of driving to pharmacists, the cost of driving to pick up your eyeglasses, the cost of driving to a hospital for a checkup. These are all deductible. The cost deduction is now 18 cents per mile in 2022. That's up 2 cents from 2021. Again, have a logbook. Keep a notation of where you drove, what was the purpose, what was the mileage in your car. It could be money in your pocket. And for charities, you're driving to Goodwill, you're driving to the Salvation Army, you're dropping off goods at a drop-off location. It's 14 cents per mile. So you get a deduction for your donation, your contribution, and you get another 14 cents per mile for driving there. Remember, if you need help with tax issues, call my friends at Legal Tax Defense. You know, I'm a TV news reporter. I've been covering consumer news for decades, and I've reported on Legal Tax Defense many times during my career. They'll give you a free consultation. Check the phone number in the description here and call them up and get that free consultation if you're facing an issue with the IRS or with your state taxing authority, or if you have a city taxing authority and you have some problems with them. They can handle your concerns, they can get you answers, and if they can't, they'll tell you what you can do to help yourself. So it's not only a free consultation to find out what Legal Tax Defense can do for you, but it's also a free consultation for Legal Tax Defense to tell you how you can fix your own problems at no cost. I'm Alan Mendelson. Thanks for watching. Watch for my next tax tip report on 2022.